In the book, The Power of Habit, the author Charles Duhigg starts with the story of Lisa. So at the age of 34, Lisa was obese. She was smoking, she was $10,000 in debt, and her husband had just left her. So after a low fight with her ex-husband, she decided to go to Egypt with whatever money she could gather from her bank account. Now, that evening, after arriving, she tried to grab a cigarette to smoke, but instead she grabbed a pen. And lighting it up, she was surprised with the smoke of the burnt plastic. Now, in just 1 year, Lisa was able to transform her life completely. Now, stay tuned until the end, and I will tell you exactly what she did and how she was able to secure a new job, lose weight, get that job for 3 years, and as well as build her own home.
Welcome back, our viewers. Yesterday we talked in our episodes about the basics of fasting and who should fast and who should not fast during Ramadan, especially for our adolescent patients with diabetes. I talked about your survival guide and how often do you check your blood sugar, what to do if you experience low blood sugar, high blood sugar, or any other complications of fasting. Today I'm going to talk about an important topic, which is diet and your meal plan during Ramadan. But first of all, let me tell you about kids and dehydration. Kids are more prone to dehydration, especially in the summer month. And more importantly, during Ramadan, when we stop drinking enough fluid, then the risk of dehydration is more and more. So we have to be aware of the symptoms of dehydration that include nausea, feeling low energy, and tiredness. And at this point, you should definitely break your fast, even if your blood sugar is in the normal range. You should always follow a proper meal plan, and this you should sit with your dietitian or assigned nutritionist and talk more about our meal plan. The issue with Ramadan is that our food is full of sugar and fat, so we should always avoid those kind of food. During the non-fasting hours, when you break your fast from iftar to suhoor, I would advise you to drink plenty of water. So keep hydrating your body with water only, not with sodas, juices, coffee, and tea. In the non-fasting hours from iftar to suhoor, try to prevent yourself from the sugary containing food or treats and anything that contains a lot of carbs or fried food. I would advise you during iftar to start or to break your fast with 1 to 2 pieces of dates and start with a complex carbohydrates, which include, for example, whole wheat products, oatmeal, fruits and vegetables as well are as important as the complex carbs. In addition, you can add a protein to your meal as well. This will slowly digest and will slowly absorb and stabilize your blood sugar during the day and night. For suhoor hour, make your suhoor as late as possible and try to have in your suhoor a complex carb and a protein that can stabilize your blood sugar and slowly absorb the sugar in your body and slowly digest to stabilize the blood sugar throughout the fasting hours. Most of our adolescent patients are on insulin either via an injection or via insulin pumps. If you are on insulin injection, please see your diabetes team prior to Ramadan, and if they allow you to fast during Ramadan, then they have to modify and adjust your insulin regimen according to the timing of the meal and according to your blood sugar profile. Of course, it's easier to fast during Ramadan if you are on insulin pump, and especially if you are in good control, as you can adjust the dose of insulin minute by minute. One of the very important questions that we get as well is that what about physical activity during Ramadan? Of course, we don't restrict physical activity during Ramadan. However, intense physical activity is not preferred during the fasting or the non-fasting hours. We should always allow for slow to moderate physical activity, such as walking and swimming during the non-fasting hours. In addition, you should check your blood sugar frequently when you're exercising. After the break, I will give you tips and advices for fasting during Ramadan for our adolescent patients. Welcome back. Now I'm going to talk to you about tips and advices for your adolescent if they want or if they decide to fast during Ramadan. First of all, you have to know that checking your blood sugar, giving insulin correction doses, checking the urine or the blood for ketones does not break your fast. So, my first tip is visit your medical diabetes team prior to Ramadan and discuss with them if fasting is a good option for you or not. Your diabetes team are well aware of the complication and your process or your progress during the last 3 to 6 months, so they are the best people to ask if fasting is a good option for you. If both the team and yourself agreed on fasting during Ramadan, then you should definitely read the survival guide I talked to you about in the last episode, or view it again, which include: number 1, you should check your blood sugar frequently, at least 7 times per day. Number 2, if you experience any symptoms of low blood sugar, you should break your fast and treat the low blood sugar. If you experience any high blood sugar, you should check your ketones. If your ketones are positive, then you should break your fast. If your ketones are negative, then you should give an insulin correction dose and check your blood sugar frequently. If you experience any symptoms of dehydration that include low energy, tiredness, or feeling nauseated, then you should definitely break your fast, and you should follow a proper meal plan that does not include a lot of sugar containing food or fat that can fluctuate your blood sugar and avoid being in the normal range. My advice to you for parents and adolescents, if you want to fast and it's your first time fasting, maybe try a half-day fast first, and if that goes well with no symptoms of hypo or hyper, low blood sugar or high blood sugar, then the second day you should do the full day fasting. Number 2 is always carry with you your low blood sugar kit. That include your meter, your fruit juice, your glucagon, which is the saver medication in case you are unresponsive and someone need to give you the glucagon to raise your blood sugar, and a medical card or a bracelet that says you have diabetes. I wish you all a happy Ramadan and enjoy fasting. Thank you.
Remember Lisa from the story we shared right in the beginning of this episode? So in 3 years, Lisa secured a new home, a new job, and she lost all that weight. How did she do it? She changed just one habit. Instead of smoking, she went on a jog every single day. That is a keystone habit. By changing just one habit, several other ones change as well. And with that, she was able to embrace a life that is filled with more positive living.